So what's your question? Go ahead.
So my first question is, if the true Injil no longer exists, how do we know what it was taught?
Yeah, we believe the Injil was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel or to the Israelites. Allah in the Quran explicitly says about Jesus, and a messenger to the children of Israel. So he was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So since Jesus was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the Injil, which is a revelation that was God revealed onto him, is only locally intended for those people. Therefore, today we don't need the Injil. We're not required to follow the Injil and what the Injil says as our criterion and guide. And therefore, whether the Injil is in existence or not in existence, it does not really matter. So what we can know from the Injil is factually true. Some parts that we can know are factually true is that which the Quran confirms, i.e. God confirms, that these parts were in the Injil that Allah revealed to Jesus. So if Allah revealed something specifically to Jesus, as Allah would mention in the Quran, something that is mentioned in the Injil, Allah will say it's in the Injil, so we will know for a fact that this was in the original Injil. However, since we don't need the Injil today, we have the Quran, and the Quran is the criterion, and the Quran is the scripture to be followed, there is no need for the Injil to be left anymore. And the Injil was a test. Torah and the Injil, the people of the Torah and Injil were entrusted to preserve their scriptures. Allah mentions that in the Quran chapter 5. That the rabbis and priests or whatever, they were entrusted to preserve the book as a test, but they corrupted it. So it was intended for those people, local revelation for those people specifically, and then God gave them a test to preserve it. They corrupted it, and Allah sent the criteria in the Quran for everybody to follow today. So hopefully that kind of answers what you're asking.